21 female got revenge on my ex 32M. When I was 15, I met my now ex who was 27 at the time. He was in the Navy and posted to my city for a few years. We started talking and he asked me to show him around as he had never been to my city. I agreed and we went on from there. Throughout our relationship over the 6 years, he would often accuse me of cheating. I'm fairly attractive and so I'd often get strange men on my socials trying to talk to me or commenting on my post. He thought this was me cheating on him. I suppose I did respond to a few, but it was always like a thank you or emoji. A few months into showing him around, we stayed staying at Bnbs as he was living base at this time. Whilst there, he says he wants to confide in me and be honest. He tells me he has a fetish and that he is into fart/scat type of stuff. I thought this was disgusting but didn't want him to feel ashamed or judged, so I said it's okay and gave him a hug. He would often bring up sex stuff, mainly around the ass and butt plugs after that, to the point that he bought me one as a present. From then on, our relationship was like any other. Fast forward, I'm 18 and living out of home. He's able to come visit, but I live in a share house with 3 other girls. He comes over to stay the night and I make dinner. We all eat and head to bed. I wake up at 3 a.m. to find him gone. His belongings, his car, just gone. I text him, and to no reply. At 7 a.m. he texts me that, "Sorry, I forgot I had to do some stuff early in the morning." This was a lie, as he later admitted. He just couldn't sleep, so he left. We argue and he breaks up with me. 2 weeks later, he sends me a story, an erotic fanfic that he had written for me. I was disturbed as it was a fart/scat fanfic about me doing all this to him, like farting in his mouth. Reading this, I almost threw up. He convinced me to write him one back, and so I did. It was not good. From then, that became our dynamic. We would write stories to each other. He starts sending me links to sites that relate to his fetish. So soon our sex life is just about me farting into his mouth. After a while, I fly over again to see him. Whilst there, we have a magical time, till he goes through my phone yet again and is upset by what he finds. We get into an argument and decide to cut our day out short and go home. This was a 2-hour drive, fighting about me apparently cheating. We get home. I go upstairs to call my best friend and tell her about what has happened whilst he's downstairs watching TV on the couch. I got undressed, put a towel on, and walked downstairs, where he was laying down watching One Piece. I looked over, smiled, and walked up to him, climbed onto his face, let out a fart. Thinking it was make-up sex, he got into it. I paused, looked at him, smiled again, before asking him to open wide and shitting in his mouth. He's now threatening to break up with me for doing it as it's only a fantasy for him. Like and subscribe. Comment 1. Honey, you were 15 years old and he was basically 30. No matter how he tries to spin it, that was wrong, period. He took advantage of you. And if y'all had sex before you turned 18, that's statutory rape. He is a creep, and chances are you aren't the first or last girl he's done this to. A better revenge plot would be reporting his ass.